honestly, nothing surprises me anymore when it comes to Manchester United and the transfer market. This summer, going into this summer, we all knew we needed a striker. We didn't need to see that today against Brighton to know that. We didn't need Cristiano Ronaldo to put in a transfer request to know that we needed a new striker. And we've been linked with Benjamin Sesko, the 19-year-old from RB Salzburg, but he's got a big price tag on his head. Looks like the club doesn't want to pay it. So how about, I know, a cracking idea, how about we go and sign Marko Arnautovic? Manchester United have A, put in a bid for Marko Arnautovic, B, the bid's been rejected. Genuinely, what the fuck is going on at my football club? I want to speak about it in this video. You can let me know what you think about the Arnautovic story in the comments below, as I'm sure you will. If you haven't heard the story, let me bring the news to you here. Everywhere's reporting it. Sky Sports, The Athletic, Andy Mitten as well. Manchester United have had a £7.6 million bid for Arnautovic rejected. See down here a bit more information. We had a bid of €9 million, as I say, rejected. Ten Hag is keen on signing Arnautovic, who can play out wide or through the middle. Go over here, we read The Athletic. Manchester United are interested in bringing Arnautovic back to the Premier League. Ten Hag is hoping to bolster his attacking options before the summer transfer window shuts. And then a bit here from Andy Mitten saying that Arnautovic has been on the radar since the Ronaldo story sort of developed. Since the Ronaldo story came out. And for the life of me, I do not know what to think anymore. Honestly, like as I say, nothing surprises me when it comes to Manchester United in the transfer window, but this is staggering. And I think Gary Neville's reaction, he was asked about it on Sky Sports, it's basically exactly how we all feel.
What about Arnautovic?
I don't know. I have no comment on it. I've got a comment on, Dave, I've got a comment on everything in the world, apart from Manchester United signing Marko Arnautovic today. I've got nothing to say.
What has happened to Man United? Seriously.
Go on, Mike.
What is going on? And I don't like putting the boot in. It's just...
You are, though.
Put the goddamn boot. What is going on to... It's Marko. What is going on, man? This is on a weekend where today we've just sat there and watched Erling Haaland. Oh yeah, who's surprised that he scored 2 in his debut? Absolutely nobody. He's an elite. I do not want to watch City with Haaland. I don't want to watch City anyway, but City with Haaland this year is going to be a joke. 2 goals on his debut against West Ham. Darwin Nunez, lo and behold, who knew how good a goal scorer he is? He scored on his debut for Liverpool against Fulham. Both of our biggest rivals there with their big striker signings, and they bolstered squads which were just far and away better than Manchester United's. And we're going after 33-year-old Marko Arnautovic. What are we doing? Just go out and pay the money that it's going to be to get Benjamin Sesko. Shit the bed. This isn't a joke anymore. I mean, Man United are a joke. And genuinely, I don't like using words as strong as embarrassing, but this is genuinely an embarrassing situation here for Manchester United. It's now, it's going to be another one of those panic buys, right? It's going to be another one of those late signings, of a late in their career striker, a stopgap signing. Don't try and tell me that Arnautovic in any way, shape or form is part of a long-term strategy. This would be a short-term fix for a problem that we've had all summer long, a problem that's needed to be resolved all summer long, and a problem which isn't resolved. And we went into the start of this season for Erik ten Hag, and we did it with no recognised fit number 9. Anthony Martial out injured. Cristiano Ronaldo not fit to start. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't even want to be here at the football club. He needs the tools to succeed. Ten Hag's got no chance with the squad in its current form. And if Manchester United genuinely, and we are, like as I say, this isn't a joke. It really sounds like a joke. But we're actually going to try and sign Marko Arnautovic. Reported by everywhere. This, honestly, it feels like a parody. That's the way I would describe it. It feels like, nah, this isn't real. This isn't actually happening. It is embarrassing. It's purely another situation where it's Edinson Cavani, it's Radamel Falcao, it's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It's somebody late on in their career as a stopgap by the club because they don't want to invest the big money on someone like that. And that, of course, comes from the rats at the top. And of course it does. And yeah, we've spent a lot of money since Fergie retired, and we spent it horrendously. Who are our two best players on that pitch against Brighton today? I'll tell you who the best two players were. Lisandro Martinez and Christian Eriksen, who are both signings that Erik ten Hag has made. Go and get him Benjamin Sesko, man, for crying out loud. Keep hearing that Salzburg won't sell this. Come on, man. They'll sell if the right price comes in. Will we have to overpay? Yes. What's the alternative? Marko Arnautovic. And again, I'm going to reiterate, Marko Arnautovic. It stinks. Absolutely reeks out the place. That's such a weird... I know you could, oh, Sam, you know, he played for FC Twente under Erik ten Hag and Steve McLaren, blah, blah, blah. Don't try and sell this to me in any way, shape or form as something that has strategy, as something that has a plan behind it. This is, my house is on fire. I need to put it out with the first fire extinguisher. Now that fire extinguisher is too expensive. We're going to get this little tiny crappy one that's 33 years old rather than a nice new shiny one who could come in and make a big difference. And he might, look, Sesko may not hit, and he wouldn't hit the ground running. He's 19, but it's the sort of promising players that you have to sign when you want to go up the ladder. That's such a weird it's not even a sideways step. It's a pure beg. Jesus, go and get Belotti if you want to get a striker like that who's just going to come in and maybe do a job from the bench, maybe just boost the squad numbers. But Arnautovic, get in the bin, man. Get in the bin. As I say, on a weekend where Man United fans have had to sit there and endure that defeat against Brighton, on a weekend where Haaland, City's new number 9, comes in and bangs in 2 on his debut on the same weekend that Darwin Nunez comes in and bangs in 1 on his debut, and our two rivals are getting further and further and further away, and we're going after Marko Arnautovic. It's a spectacular fall from grace. It really is. It has been. Spectacular is the wrong word. But Gary Neville's honestly, like, his perplexion there. Let me. I want to play that bit again there.
What about Arnautovic?
I don't know. I have no comment on that.
Seriously, I think that's exactly how I. when the story came out earlier, I was like, no, that's not true. I'll let that simmer. United, man. What are we doing? What are we trying to do to Erik ten Hag? It's not a case of knee-jerk reaction. We've lost to Brighton. We need more signing, X, Y, Z. We were all saying this at the end of last season, before the season finished. We were all saying it going into the summer, and it's been on our to-do list all summer long. The fact that Ronaldo's not fit, the fact that Ronaldo wants to leave just exacerbates the problems. The fact that Martial's injured exacerbates the problems. And we now are in a position where not only are we going after Arnautovic, number 1, and how bad that is. Number 2, Bologna's rejected the first bid. And number 3, I'm pretty sure he's looking for a 3-year deal. This is a man who's 33, by the way. I don't even think I would have wanted to sign Arnautovic at his peak, let alone at this point. It just stinks of another, we don't know what, sorry, just bring someone in. Doesn't really matter who. There's no long-term planning behind that. That's a short-term panic. And we don't have to panic when there's a plan right there. It's just that it's a bit more expensive. And in this case, that is exactly what it is to do with. You have to match what your rivals are doing. And my word, Darwin Nunez going to Liverpool, Erling Haaland going to Man City, and imagine that Marko Arnautovic goes to Manchester United. We deserve to finish mid-table when you're making signings like that by comparison. It is an utter joke. That really is an utter joke. It's the only way I can describe it. It's embarrassing, the fact that we're in for him. We're trying to get him. Just go and get Sesko. Get Ten Hag what he needs, because if you don't, we've seen what we're going to watch. What we watched today is what we're going to see for the rest of the season. United will not have enough. And signing Arnautovic, that moves no needle. It changes nothing. United, man. What are you doing? Seriously.